18 months ago, the Humberside traffic cops had one of their most dangerous car chases ever.
Well, we have a failed to stop.
It's mid-afternoon, and a young driver and his passenger are on the run through the busy streets of Hull, followed by the cops.
He did drive like an absolute lunatic. Clipped a bus, mounted the footpath, and he demolished a brick wall. There was a point during the pursuit where I considered aborting it because it was becoming that dangerous.
The driver is a desperate teenager in a lethal 2.5 tons of 4x4.
I'm not going to continue this much longer at this speed.
The reckless driver is determined not to stop for anything or anyone.
I didn't know who was in the vehicle, didn't know what was going on at all. But if somebody's trying to evade the police and taking those steps to evade the police, then it's got to be fairly serious.
What the driver doesn't know is that the Humberside police have introduced a new squad equipped with high-powered Subarus, especially to deal with people like him.
The unit was set up to combat criminals using vehicles and send a clear message to the people of Humberside that, we mean business. We're not, it's not nicey nice anymore.
But the driver still fancies his chances off-road.
He's got nowhere to go, Tim. He's got nowhere to go. He's slow moving. If you get through your vehicles.
Stopping the desperate driver calls for desperate measures before innocent bystanders get hurt.
We couldn't really do much on the grassed area, but it gave us an opportunity to try and get the vehicle stopped because he was driving so slowly.
The driver has spotted an escape route across the grassy area. Luckily, another pursuit specialist, traffic cop PC Dave Stevenson, has seen him coming.
The 4x4 came over the barrier in front of me, landed on the road, and then made off again as fast as it could without two front tyres. At which point I was directly behind it.
Leave the Volvo to continue with it. Leave the Volvo with it. And our team, tag on.
The speeds weren't that fast. Maybe 30, 40 miles an hour, maybe up to 50 miles an hour at some points.
You just keep with the Volvo,
He took a left-hand turn at a junction. He drifted right across to the opposite side of the road and narrowly missed by inches a gentleman on his push bike who was biking home from work. If he'd have hit him, he would have probably killed him or seriously injured him. As I followed him, he lost control of it and went straight through somebody's front garden fence, and then he collided with the front of the house. At which point he got out and just legged it.
While the dog is seeing to the driver, PC Stevenson is getting his teeth stuck into the passenger.
Took the female from the car, and she was also arrested.
One of the neighbours has come out to see what the fuss is all about.
That guy actually popped out about 5 minutes later after making himself a cup of tea and just came and stood in the front garden with a cup of tea. It was as though it was an everyday occurrence and he'd suddenly got a new ornament in his front garden. He just wasn't bothered.
The arrested man is 19-year-old Jamie Riley, a convicted drug dealer, whose only reason for not wanting to stop, it turned out, was that he was a disqualified driver.
It's not as if he'd just committed a murder or it was a bank robbery and he was trying to get away. He was a disqualified driver. He could have potentially killed somebody just for the sake of a short prison sentence or a fine or whatever it was he was going to get. I just think they're idiots.